Jake, a man in his late 20s, was sitting at the bar, nursing his whiskey. He seemed lost in thought, staring blankly at the counter. As he reached for his drink, his hand brushed against an envelope resting near his glass. It was addressed simply, "Anonymous." Curiosity overtook him. Glancing around, he saw no one paying him any attention. He picked up the envelope, opened it, and pulled out a folded piece of paper. The message inside was chilling. "Do not turn around." Jake's pulse quickened. He froze, unsure if this was some kind of prank, but the bar's quiet hum suddenly felt oppressive. Against his better judgment, he turned around. No one was there, but the bar stool directly behind him was slightly askew, as though someone had just been sitting there. Jake's throat tightened as he unfolded the note further. Another line appeared. "You have been warned. Leave now or they will find you." Jake's instincts screamed at him to get out. He stood up abruptly, tossing some cash on the counter. As he headed toward the door, the lights flickered. The soft jazz music playing in the background began to distort, slowing and twisting into something unrecognizable. He turned to look at the other patrons, but their faces were wrong. Their eyes were hollow, their mouths stretched into grotesque, unnatural grins. Panicking, Jake sprinted to the door and pushed it open. Cold air hit his face, but as he stepped outside, he froze. He was back inside the bar. The same dim light, the same distorted music, the same hollow-eyed patrons staring at him. The bartender, who had previously ignored him, now grinned eerily and placed a drink in front of him. "Stay a while, Jake," the bartender said, in a voice that sent shivers down his spine. "You're exactly where you're meant to be." Jake's heart sank as he realized there were no exits. The bar had become a prison, and he was its newest prisoner. Kevin Monty leaned against the bar, swirling his drink and laughing with his friends. The neon lights reflected off the slick counter as rain poured outside. Kevin, always the life of the party, spotted a woman sitting alone at the far end of the bar. She was strikingly pale, her piercing blue eyes fixed on him, and her cold smile sent a strange chill down his spine. Feeling confident, Kevin walked over to her. "Can I buy you a drink?" he asked, flashing his signature charming grin. The woman tilted her head. Her smile never wavered. "Only if you're ready to pay the price," she said cryptically. Kevin chuckled, thinking she was playing along. They talked for hours, her strange but captivating demeanor holding his attention. As the bar began to empty, she leaned in close and whispered, "There's an after party near. You should come." Kevin, always up for an adventure, agreed without hesitation. The two stepped out into the rain, and she led him down an unfamiliar alleyway to an old decrepit building. The sign above the door was faded and unreadable. Inside, the air was thick with the smell of decay. The once grand bar was now a shadow of itself, with cracked mirrors and broken furniture. Kevin hesitated. "This doesn't look like much of a party," he said, forcing a laugh. The woman's smile widened unnaturally. "Oh, it is. And you're the guest of honor." The faint sound of whispers began to grow, filling the room. Kevin turned to leave, but the door had vanished. Panic set in as shadowy figures emerged from the corners of the room. Gaunt, skeletal patrons with hollow eyes. They closed in around him, their cold, bony hands reaching out. Kevin's breath quickened. What is this?" he stammered. The woman's voice echoed, now far colder and devoid of humanity. "You wanted to be the center of attention, Kevin. Now, you'll be the life of the party, forever." Kevin's screams were drowned out by the cacophony of laughter and whispers as the shadows engulfed him. The last thing he saw was the woman's face, her smile twisted into something monstrous. Outside, the neon sign above the bar flickered. The name shifted from Monte's Pub to Monte's Tomb.